short of requests for time off. Time off? God incarnation. That's all. Hardly make no sense. Don't you all love working here? You get the fresh air, exercise, excitement. What? Not love? Oh, this whole time off thing really stuck in my craw. But I figured out the solution, yes. So by the power vested in me, I hereby declare time off illegal. That's right. So don't worry about it no more, cause you can't have it.
Wow.
You can probably move that
Why am I the only one with a ball and chain here?
Listen, friend, they're planning on hanging me tomorrow. You want to trade?
Still funny.
I'll just stay right here and lend you my moral support.
Secret vault, which I guess means stay so secret. Whatever, forget that. The point is, there's a lot of important stuff in there. So you all need to keep your mouth shut about it. Except to tell the new guards about it, I guess. Well, that, anyway, this is getting mighty complicated. Okay, look. I don't want to hear nobody's talking about it in public, okay? We can't risk having any interlopers find their way inside. Understood? Good. Toothpick out.
Sly, try moving those containers into the pit.
Let me see.
Howdy! I just wanted to let you all know that I really like the newfangled speaker system. I know many of you were injured getting it built, but I am real happy. So it looks like all your pain was worth it. I love hearing my new big voice. Plus now I can yell at you way easier. However, I understand you probably missed the person who
Yes,
wanted
you
to
did
yell
it!
you straight in the face.
Sly, you're gonna need Tennessee to carry the TNT to blow the perimeter wall. Needless to say, you'll want to make sure he steers clear of things like fire or bullets.
Naturally. Thanks, Bentley.
Son, who is it you keep talking to?
I have a thing in my ear that lets me talk to my friend. And now he's telling me you need to carry some of that TNT so we can blow the gate.
Sure. I got voices in my head telling me to blow things up too. They've been right so far. Let's get to it.
Is it late at night or something? Cause like, got
Look
pretty
around,
dark.
Sly. There's bound to be a switch somewhere.
Figure I'll wait by the door while you work this one out.
Alright, as you all know, we got a lot of work
Oh.
to do, and by we, of course I mean
Maybe
you.
we should rethink this TNT idea.
Running like the pocket watch I stole from my dear old pappy. In other words, perfectly. I need that gold transport built, and I don't need no hitch in the plan.
Ah,
Then,
crap.
after we stretch Kid Cooper's neck, we'll track down the rest of that flea-bitten gang.
I'd like to make it through this in one piece, if you don't mind.
Sheriff Toothpick here. I wanted to remind you all that it's that time of year again. Yes, sir. It's time for the
Try
annual
not to forget
Toothpick
who's carrying the dynamite.
Oh, yeah, right, them cowboy. I can hardly wait. Why, I'm happier than a jackalope in a powder keg. It's going to be business.
I'd like to make it through this in one piece. You don't mind?
Oh, you lucky dogs. It probably don't need saying that anybody dying during the contest ain't getting paid.
Why does that guy keep talking?
Don't get yourself
Well,
killed.
looks like we can mosey along now.
Nice job, Sly. Sly, use that melting pot to move Tennessee forward. Just avoid the flame.
Well, looks like our goose ain't cooked yet. You gotta hop too, Sly. Well, let's get going. I ain't getting any younger.
Keep moving, Sly.
Well, looks like we can mosey along now.
Way to go, Sly. Well, it looks like somebody's supplying toothpick with new technology. That is a phased Carper race, Sly. One touch means instant death. Switch into your jailbird costume and try using that ball in a different way. Press the R2 button to get on top of it. You should be able to ride it around using the left stick.
Figure I'll wait by the door while you work this one out. Huh, that did the trick. Let's keep moving along.
Sly, it appears that archway in front of the door is some kind of locking mechanism. And that block is the key. Now you just need to figure out how to get it in there.
So, tell me about Sheriff Toothpick.
Toothpick? That shady son of a gun is crookeder than a sack of corkscrews. Plus, he framed me for that bank job and took the gold himself. I just know it.
Okay, now I know what to do.
Salutations, hello, greetings. Okay, as you boys should know, tomorrow ain't my birthday. But I do not care. I want the cake anyway. Yeah, so I need you all to rustle me up a big old chocolate cake with the candles and the frosting and lots of sprinkly things, right? Then I'm going to blow out my candles and eat my cake, all of it, while you sing me a birthday song. Fun, right? Right? Fun, right?
Why does this guy keep talking? What is it?
Don't forget my bread.
There's a Sly mask.
Alright, listen up. You all know about my secret vault. I guess these things so secret. Whatever, forget that. The point
1,000
is,
points.
there's a lot of important stuff in there. So you all need to keep your mouth shut about it. Except to tell the new guard about it, I guess. Well, anyway, this is getting mighty complicated. Okay, look. I don't want to hear nobody's talking about it in public, okay? We can't risk having any interlopers find their way inside. Understood? Good. Toothpick out.
Okay, now I know what it is.
And I see a whole saddlebags worth of requests for time off. Time off? What in tarnation? That don't hardly make no sense. Don't you all love working here? You get the fresh air, exercise, excitement. This whole time off thing really stuck in my craw. But I figured out the solution, yes. So by the power vested in me, I hereby declare time off illegal. That's right. So don't worry about it no more, 'cause you can't have it. Ha! Oh, and overtime is now mandatory. I'm putting that in the law too. But hey, I'm the sheriff, right? All right. As you all know, we got a lot of work to do. And lastly, of course, I need you. I need this prison operation running with the pocket watch I stole from my dear old Patty. In other words, perfectly. I need that gold transport built, and I don't need no hitch in the plan. Then, after we stretch Kid Cooper's neck, we'll track down the rest of them. That's the lean bit and gag.
There we go.
All right. I guess break time is over.
Time for the annual Toothpick Appreciation Festival! Yeehaw! Right then, cowboy! I can hardly wait. Why, I'm happier than a jackalope in a...
Use the ball to get across the floor, Sly.
For once, I might be glad I'm carrying the TNT.
Wow.
For once, I might be glad I'm carrying the TNT.
Howdy! I just wanted to...
Oh no.
really like this new
For once, I might be glad I'm carrying the TNT.
It's gonna take forever to finish.
Salutations, hello, greetings. Okay, as you boys should know, tomorrow ain't my birthday. But I do not care. I want the cake anyway. Yes, so I need you all to rustle me up a big old chocolate cake with the candles and the frosting and lots of sprinkly things, right? Then I'm going to blow out my candles and eat my cake, all of it, while you sing me a birthday song. Fun, right? Fun, right? Fun, right? Attendance is mandatory. Oh, and don't forget my present.
Oh,
All right, as you all...
don't tell me I have to start.
For once, I might be glad I'm carrying the TNT.
Salutations, hello, greetings. Okay, as you boys should know, tomorrow ain't my birthday. But I do not care. I want the cake anyway. Yes, so I need you all to rustle me up a big old chocolate cake with the candles and the frosting and lots of sprinkly things, right? Then I'm going to blow out my candles and eat my cake.
You know, funny how I'm the one who's got to love the dynamite. Let's get going. I ain't getting any younger.
But you are a young raccoon.
Oh.
I just want to say, I knew you was a Cooper the second I laid eyes on you.
Thanks, but Tennessee, we need to go. You ready?
Well, not really. Whoa! Yeah!
Hopefully, it will stop being dark, because it's very dark. Man. I'm just playing around.
Somehow, we had managed to survive and make it back to the hideout. Once there, Tennessee gave us the lowdown, how he'd been planning the bank heist that should have gone down in Cooper lore as his masterpiece, only to have a mysterious new sheriff arrest him before he even reached the bank. Curiously, the robbery still occurred, and all the bank's gold was stolen. Tennessee was charged even though he was already in prison, and the gold was never recovered. Of course, he had a strong suspicion it was Sheriff Toothpick himself who had stolen the gold and framed him. And after a little research, there was no doubt he was right. Bentley was able to uncover plenty of information about the sheriff. Although he changed his appearance somewhat, Toothpick was a two-bit gangster from present-day Eastern Europe. According to his file, he'd grown up loving two things: gold and cowboy movies. He eventually specialized in gold robberies, and for a while had masterminded some of the largest scores around the world. Then he abruptly vanished. The word was he had always thought of himself as a gunslinger, and it looked like he had found a way to make that a reality. The guy was a real loose cannon. We'd have to watch our backs if we were going to steal back the missing gold and restore Tennessee Kid Cooper's reputation as the greatest outlaw of the Old West.
Alright. Time is here now. Wait a second, did I buy that? Heat seeking. Let's see. Ooh, I really want this one. Trigger bomb. Let's go. accessory.
Okay, the first order of business is getting Tennessee his guns back.
Well, it's just the one gun now. I upgraded. But yeah, I need my shooting iron back.
Agreed. According to my sources, Toothpick closed this old gold mine several months ago, declaring it unsafe. In fact, he's converted it to a storage facility for his stolen goods, including Tennessee's gun. We'll need to take measures with this job so as not to arouse suspicion. So, employing a masterful disguise, I'll tail Toothpick to the mine's entrance and mark it with a homing beacon. Murray, you'll then use the beacon to find your way there. Toothpick's sure to have secured the entrance, so we'll need your formidable skills to get it open. Then, once we have access, Tennessee can get in and get his gun back. Let's get to work. Okay, I need to keep up with this guy. I better...
Oh wow.
Okay, I need to keep up with this guy. I better stay close, but out of direct sight.
That there Tennessee kid come around here these parts again once more another time? I blow the smirk right off his face.
I'm on him like encryption on a data stream.
I'm so parched. My tonsils are chapped. Haha! Yes, sir. With all the gold I stashed in the mine, it's got to be worth more than Fort Knox! Thanks, Tennessee kid. It's all mine.
Got us.
Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Oh, me sure could use one of them Cuban lollies right now. Take my mind off the heat. Infernal heat. I should like this. I'm an armadillo. What is the problem?
Lead on, Toothpick. I'm right behind you, Gabby.
If nobody's going to find this entrance, time to take a little look. That's my goal!
All right, time to open up a can of hack. Oh, scorpions! Guys, help!
Yeehaw! The cavalry's a-coming!
Don't worry, Bentley. I got the bug spray right here.
Alright. Howitzer Hippo.
Bummer, he's getting gold fever.
Let us go.
Commencing hack.
Yeah, I really think that RGB is set to full.
I need more clock speed. Better use the speeder code. Time for that upgrade slot. Speeder code engaged. Updating physics code module. And voila! Elastic projectiles. Perfect for shooting around corners. Whoa, I can't take this security on directly. Time to bounce some shots around the corner. The speeder's laser loop will work perfectly on that switch. If I press and hold the R2 button while moving the ship, I can close a damaging laser loop around a target. I need to use the data key on that lock to defeat the firewall. All right, I can use this data key to disable that firewall. Looks like I should just go with the electron flow in this thing.
That's right. Ooh.
Yikes, just looking at that wormhole is making me dizzy. I better steer clear of that. I bet a laser loop around multiple switches would do the trick.
Took some damage.
This lock requires a data key. I need to use the data key on that lock to defeat the firewall.
Password accepted. Danger.
Oh boy, looks like they brought out the big guns. I better tackle this big guy piece by piece. The bigger they are, the harder they fall! I need to use my shell code to get the data key. I better switch back. This lock requires a data key.
Oops.
Bingo! This data key should fit that lock. The gate is open. Time to dock the ship.
Yeah.
Security, thy game is hacked. Awesome, Murray! Okay, Tennessee, you're up.
Shoot! I'll be in and out quicker than a hyperactive rattlesnake.
Hey, guys! This door's kinda, heavy.
I love the soundtrack.
Yeehaw! There's my gun! Uh-huh! That's right! The kid is back in business! Alrighty. Me and Old Blue need to get reacquainted. Let's see. First, I need to press and hold the L1 button to enter targeting mode. Once in targeting mode, I can use the right stick to place the cursor over a target. Then I just press the R1 button to pull the trigger. Yes, sir. It's all coming back to me. Woo-hoo! Ah!
That's cool. Good. Yeah, this is...
Guess I better make tracks before old Toothpick finds out.
Alright, we're back.
I wonder what old Toothpick is cooking up in here.
You're gold?
What in tarnation?
Yeah, how am I supposed to... Oh!